today in the workforce, leadership is not seen as interesting or as complex and as desirable, maybe I should say, that's the word, as in the past. Because it's just seen, more responsibility, more headache, more politics in some cases.
Joining me today is a very, very special friend. Her name is Deepa George, and she is a HR specialist. And in all her years of employment, she has seen it all. From hiring to firing to building a culture that keeps teams together. Okay, let's start today's show. So do you think that you've been in this game for 20 years, 25 years?
Much longer, 30.
Okay. So do you think right now that we are going to have a very low number of leaders coming up because of that very reason that you just told me?
Let's look at some of the realities, right? Organizations are getting leaner and meaner. The advent of AI, which is taking over certain sort of low-hanging fruit jobs. For example, I fear for the next generation where if you're not professionally skilled, the jobs that are today available where you can go in and just do, whether it's data entry, is already moving away. Even things like customer service with bots and so on and so forth. The tools are getting more and more rigorous and intelligent, that it can even replace things like understanding the tonality of, a customer complaint and so on. So those kind of roles are going to start becoming very difficult to, still need to be done by humans. I'm not sure, right? I wish we could say that it should remain. I would like to think so. I'm of a generation that has I prefer a combination of tech with the human touch. But maybe that's something which, I feel sometimes like an anti-dinosaur when it comes to these things. So we got to figure that one out for the future. But honestly speaking, I really think that if that's the case, we need to make it attractive for the future leaders.
Right?
Yes.
Right.
So what does that look like? What does attraction and leadership look like if somebody is interested in decision-making ability, in the ability to make, sort of judgment calls when it comes to problem solving, troubleshooting, handling grievances, things where people naturally resonate towards that. We got to find those kind of people. Not easy.
So that means it will also mean that giving them the chance to change things that they don't like, to change things that is currently maybe needs changing. So
Absolutely.
I think a lot of times in the past, leadership was more on making decisions, taking on bigger responsibilities. But if there is something that in a company that someone thinks that can be done in a better way, they should start taking leadership by showing us how it can be done in that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that should be something that they can try. And then maybe that would be appealing to the person.
Yeah. And I mean, since you brought that up, change management was a nice to have tool in the past. I really would like to believe that today all leaders need to have that change management skill set. Right. Because it's no longer, I told you, and so just get with it. It's time for change. How do you get the employees buy-in? And why is buy-in important? Why should I bother about buy-in? I just direct my team and get it done. It doesn't work anymore. You need to explain the whys. You need to be able to tell the truth on why the change is necessary. And there's only two reasons for the change, right? There's either what's in it for me, something better, or what's in it for me if I don't change, and how you're going to be left behind. And that case has to be made compelling enough, hopefully, that people see the need for that.
If this conversation has got you thinking, then share it with someone who's on the same journey. You might not know who will need to hear this today. I'm Josh G, and you're watching Unfiltered Business, where we talk about the real work in the world without the corporate filter.